Okay, my wonderful people. People, it don't happen again, oh. You don't land again like Land Rover. Hey, this one on a new meal. I'm just refreshed now. I'm coming back from Waterfall. And I know Waterfall. Anyway, that one a story for another day. I beg you, you get waiting I see for my desktop now. I said it is very, very necessary I bring this to my people because each time I appear here, whenever I talk about churches, pastors or whatever, a lot of people will go to my comment section and begin to bash me. They will say all manner of things. But this message have come to me so many times. I refuse to bring it to the general public. But why I said, let me bring this to the hearing of my people who always believes that going to church is the only way out of whatever situation you find yourself, my dear. Love your God, not love your pastor. Make una see wetin dey happen. This RCCG pastor, I've been a winner's pastor. Where this man come from, self? Olaoye, Oba Olaoye. Where they choose, he's a pastor. They choose him now to come and become a sheun of Ogbomoso land. Why I want to bring this into my people? Why I want to reason this with my people who always bash me at the comment section? Because when I talk about churches or pastors, they will say, I am antichrist or whatever. Let me ask this simple question now. Just give me your answer at the comment section. If this man now, this person now is an ordinary church member, they choose from that very particular Ogbomoso land, and they say that man now he go become what do they call it? The sheun of that, either sheun or whatever, SOUN, I don't know how to pronounce it, of that Ogbomoso land. This man is a pastor. Before this man, he do complete 7 days traditional rites. And these traditional rites, why they tell you, my dear, I know Yoruba land very well. They don't do kwe. My brother, a lot of things they involve in this thing. Even blood, if guy is not taking blood, is involved. This man did it. Why I want to call the attention of people who think going to church is the only way out. If this man now is just an ordinary church member who claims he is a born-again Christian, and his own kinsmen call him now and said, you need to come and serve the deity in our community, that it is your rightful position to take. And this one now happens to go and meet either this pastor now will convert or meet any other pastor, or even the general overseer of RCCG or Canaan land, and tell them that the gods of their land is calling him to come and serve. They will tell you that it is unclean things. Why must you go and embark on that? But this one now, a pastor has been called, choosing, and said, you are the one that's supposed to represent your people to become the Ogbomoso, the new son of Ogbomoso land, Oba Olaye. The man accepted it with all pleasure. I beg, make I ask you, get any other way they go to church? But all these church goers, when you talk now, they don't go believe first. When you attack you, say you don't know what you are saying. After all, this Bible said this Bible said that. Don't joke with your tradition of your people. That is what this man really do. He is a pastor, but he knows that tradition is tradition. But tell anybody where they now look at the traditions you have to follow, they tell you, no, that one is the olden days. They will even tell you that you don't know what they're talking. You are an antichrist. You live your own culture and worship another man's God. We're gonna continue. In fact, this one part of the story where we carry on today. I beg, this one is all the way from Imo State. Hope UZODINJO is at it again. And I still remember say this man's story. You know that every day this week for year. This man is either he's involved in kidnapping or killings or maiming or insecurity. Everything. Now this man, the only controversial after the so-called president of the APC. This man is another controversial human being that I ever witnessed in this my lifetime. Is Hope UZODINJO of Imo State. Number 4th man, that's the Supreme Court, Supreme Court governor. So this one will be number 4th man. Supreme Court governor, now what him be? He don't come again, Make gonna hear the headline. Stop harassing and intimidating us. PDP and the Labour Party send warnings to Hope UZODINJO. Everything about this man. In fact, everything about APC. Look at their so-called president now. In the US now, the court now don't reserve the judgment in favor of Atiku. Said they have to find out who is really Bola A. Tinubu. Whether not Bola A. Tinubu, they say the person where they drag na female. While the people where they represent them can't say na male. Waiting there for credentials. Where you take enter Chicago State University. Now female, Bola A. Tunumbu. Now our own person, our own Baba, go turn and say Bola A. Tunumbu. You don't even know whether that A there. And according to Yoruba people, they say, man know the answer Bola o. Yeah. Say na woman, I don't answer Bola. So, okay. Now you go explain to us. And he don't come out and tell us, say, if the right female there, say na them in concern, say no concern them. Say na them make mistake. Imagine, you think say you born in Nigeria, where they do any harm mistake, you think say na them? And I know what they do there. And that Chicago State University. Anyway, sure, and people are still going there. Well, let us see another headline. God sent me to give you a new Obomosho land. New Sheung Oba Olaoye laments. Another one, make gonna see the washi. The spokesperson of Abado president will be Ajuri Ngelele come out the other day, begin to boast that the journey of Bola Ahmed Tinubu saying go India, from India, and they can't stop over at UAE. Now the visa ban has been lifted and the flight will start immediate action or immediately to fly from Nigeria. Now they don't come out now to tell you say no time frame on resumption of Emirates flights. Federal government. Now, that same Aduri Ngelele will not come and speak again because all one Ogayana, he don't, in fact, his guy don't collect woto. This all everything about APC now washing. We are going to researcher. Immediately we take over office. Now nobody talking about researcher again. Nigeria with their short retentive memory, they don't forget. Lawyer allegedly ousted from NBA platform for calling MC Olomo executive Talk of Lagos. Now be waiting him be. Now waiting him be now. I believe no be waiting be. Make gonna come explain to us. Godwin Emefiele, more heads may roll as investigators probe CBN and NISAL. Well, my wonderful people. Now here we go to start our news. I beg on attacking on a seatbelt too because we are about to fly high. Hope UZODINJO is taking us on a very long ride. Coming back. Hey, my dear. I beg, help me share, like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on the notification icon. Be notified each time we go live or post something new on our channel. Let's go there. Let us read in between the lines. The People's Democratic Party, PDP, and the Labour Party, LP, in Imo State has claimed that they are being harassed and intimidated by Governor Hope UZODINJO and the Commissioner of Police, Mohammed Bade. Now, the tools where they use now, they don't start the November 11 election. They don't start the rigging now. Make on know. If I know how to shout, make on shout very well. The rigging don't start now. This one says no court. They are not going to court. The PDP and the Labour Party made the allegation during a world press conference at the party secretariat along Okiwe Road, Owerri, the state capital. According to the party, its members and supporters started facing challenges. Times immediately, Hope UZODINJO facilitated the redeployment of Commissioner Bade to the state, who was earlier removed by the Inspector General of Police as Commissioner. Person where him go work hand to hand, an Hausa man or Fulani man, we go help him complete the work he have started. The PDP acting state publicity secretary of the party, where be Mazi Emenike Merengene, told the newsmen that the state chapter of the People's Democratic Party vehemently objects to the incessant harassment, intimidation, illegal arrest and detention of party members, media practitioners working for PDP, and attempt to abduct or arrest some directors of the media and other directorates of our campaign council by the operatives of the Nigerian police in the state, allegedly loyal to Governor Hope UZODINJO. These acts of intimidation and the incarceration of the people at the least provocation have become daily experience aimed at cowing Imo people, particularly members of the press and opposition PDP, for purely political reasons. Our party vehemently condemned this resort to use of the state apparatus of power for harassment, intimidation, illegal arrest and detention of innocent citizens, and direct violation of their constitutionally guaranteed rights to personal liberty and freedom of expression. Reacting, Governor Hope UZODINJO described the allegations as barefaced lies. UZODINJO, who spoke through his media advisor Ogwike Nwachukwu said, that is a barefaced lies. Everyone knows them. For the questions is, do they still have supporters in Imo? How will they lose supporters? That is the question. I see the allegation as an alarm of humiliating defeat. The PDP candidate and his few followers will suffer on 11th November. According to the spokesperson, they must surely have anything to say. God sent me to give you a new Ogbomosho land, new show. Oba Olaoye pledges. The movement and the business activities were temporarily on a halt in Ogbomosho on Thursday when the residents of the ancient town welcomed their newly installed Shoun of Ogbomosho land, Oba Gandhi Afolabi Olaoye, into the palace. Okute News gathered that Oba Olaoye completed the final series of traditional rites to become the 30th Shoun of Ogbomosho land after being a seclusion for 7 good days. The rites mark the end of the compulsory 7-day seclusion for the new traditional ruler who visited some historical compounds in the town. In other words, it was learned that a whip was given to him by the Abata Shrine, where all the passion of Ogbomosho were laid to rest. Surrendered by the kingmakers and other subjects, when the new monarch arrived at the back gate of the palace, he was reported to have performed a rite before entry, which signifies a peaceful and long reign. Churchgoers, make una come hear am. This one na pastor. The new show later danced to several traditional local tunes provided by the drummers for some minutes before proceeding to other rites inside the palace. The Ara-Ago of Ogbomosho land, High Chief Sobalaji Otolorin, led other kingmakers to perform the installation. He proclaimed Olaoye as his Imperial Majesty Oba Gandhi Afolabi Olaoye, the Orumugege III and the 30th Shoun of Ogbomosho. In his maiden address, the new Shoun appreciated everyone for the love and support thus far, while urging sons and daughters of the land in diaspora to come back home for the development of their town. He said, this is a new town in the town, and the factories shall flood the town to ensure that the sons and daughters of the town no longer beg for jobs, as there would be enough to accommodate them. It is God that sent me and asked me to make sure I give you a new Ogbomosho land, to make the town a new brand in the committee of its peers. The much awaited development has started. Immediately factories are coming not just one, but in several folds, according to the new Ogbomosho. It won't be that you will be crying for employment henceforth, because it is already here with us in Ogbomosho. I don't talk much, but I assure you that you will henceforth be seeing action that will give everyone fresh hope, and that will make everybody proud of coming from this town called Ogbomosho land, according to the new Oba Olaoye Gandhi of Ogbomosho land. UAE, no time frame of a resumption of Emirate flight, according to Fulani government. The Fulani government of Nigeria on Thursday announced that there is no time frame for resumption of Emirates and Etihad flights. The Minister of Aviation and Aerospace, Festus Agbamo, noted that there is an ongoing discussion between Nigeria and the United Arab Emirates on terms of agreement. Agbamo stated this while speaking during the Aviation Africa Summit in Abuja on Thursday. This is coming after Bola Ahmed Tinubu met with his counterpart, Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed, on Monday in Abu Dhabi over the visa ban. The question there is, have the visa ban been lifted? Have they agreed that the flight will be flying to Nigeria, Emirates, The answer is no, they have not done anything on that. But they come out and watch the whole general public and give us a false narrative. Everything about APC and their government, both old and new, now washy-washy. Agbamo, giving an update on the visa ban lift, said, so we are beginning to work out all the tiny details. I have met with the Emirates before I left UAE, and we are working out the details. We cannot say the time frame. Kicking off an airline operation again on a road does not mean you will go and grab one empty plane sitting in a place. Washy. There's no idle plane sitting anywhere. They have to reschedule their flights and restart their routes again. All kinds of permissions will be taken from the local authorities, and of the course, I made a point in speaking with them, and I made it clear that they will have to give our airlines reciprocal rights under our bilateral airspace agreement. That is the point I insisted on, and they did say that any spot we need, they will give us as much as we give them those spots within Nigeria. According to Festus Agbamo, lawyer allegedly ousted from NBA platform for calling MC Oluomo executive thug of Lagos. A Nigerian lawyer has taken to social media to lament, claiming he was removed from the Ikeja Bar Association WhatsApp group over a derogatory statement about the All Poverty Congress APC chieftain Musiliu Akinsanya, popularly known as MC Oluomo. Okute News report that in a post shared via X, the lawyer with username at Monsieur_Abre referred to a news story describing the leader of the Lagos State, a chapter of the National Union of Road Transport Workers, as an executive thug. Expressing anger over the removal, the lawyer said anyone who speaks against the verdict of the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal or argues against the emergence patronage of the judiciary risk being removed. To tell you that what we are into now is autocracy, nothing like democracy in the contraption called Nigeria. He wrote, Ronu People has taken NBA Ikeja WhatsApp platform. If you speak against the PT judgment or argue against emergence patronage of the judiciary on the group, they tag it as a aspersion against the judiciary and you risk being removed. Official NBA Ikeja, Isa Adedoku removed you. Okay, wahala no dey finish. Good evening, Chief. Please, why was I removed from the group? This is part of the conversation. Residents flee from gunshots as MC Oluomo Abade road transport factions clash in Abuja. You see him? Yeah. So he don't really reach Abuja. The executive thug of Lagos now in FCT. You see him? Now in FCT. The reason, sir. Okay. What was the derogatory about that caption, sir? MC Oluomo isn't a thug. It is hilarious, counsel. I was removed from the Bar Association group for calling MC Oluomo a thug. Wow. Okay. No wahala. Sorry for another day. Let us proceed. Godwin Emefiele, they say more heads will roll as investigators probe the whole CBN and the NISA. The special investigator appointed by Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his support team are said to probe officials involved in alleged sharp practices at the Central Bank of Nigeria and related entities. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, after suspending the governor of the Apex Bank, Godwin Emefiele, appointed Jim Obazi as a special investigator to probe the activities of the CBN and other related entities. The president, in a letter dated July 28, said the appointment of Obazi, relying on the fundamental objective outlined in Section 15, subsection 5 of the Nigerian Constitution, was in furtherance of his administration's anti-corruption fight. The acting Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetoku, on September 6th, deployed a four-man team of senior officers to support the special investigator to probe the activities of the Apex Bank and related entities. The deployment was in response to a letter by Obazi dated August 18 requesting the IGP to deploy senior officials to his office to facilitate the smooth takeoff and the execution of his assignment. In response, the IGP, in a letter titled Deployment of Police Personnel with reference number Kineko listed the deployed officers as DCP Eloho Edwin, Opa Opo Ziakpo, CSP Celestine Odo, CSP Segun Adoroju, and DSP Tijani Bako. It was gathered that preliminary findings based on a developed intelligence by the investigating team led by DCP Eloho are already causing sleepless nights to the top management of the CBN and the NISA. A source who spoke with Daily Trust revealed that the investigators will be digging into the alleged allocation of about 600,000 naira monthly for the upkeep of the former MD's dogs. 600,000 naira monthly upkeep for managing director dogs. It was gathered that some close heirs of the embattled ex-CBN governor and the officials of the order of affected entities are jittery as the crack team is said to start quizzing them over some contracts at NISA as well as the CBN Anchor Borrows program soon. Among the contracts that for the design, development, and hosting of the Jigawa State Unemployment Graduate Database for NISA, which was first awarded to a company, Cipic Network Limited of number 20 Jalingo Shopping Complex, Jalingo, Taraba State. Another source said that unless the investigation team deploys ways and means of obtaining the necessary contract records and documents, it may have hitches getting to the root of the matter. The head of procurement at NISA, Sheriff Saluddin, speaking on the allegation, however, said the organization does not destroy its files or other records. My wonderful people, we're going to take this one a step down until you hear my voice again. Bye for now. I beg, help me share, like, comment, and make sure you subscribe to my channel. We'll be right back. Have a nice day. May the good Lord bless you as you urge and do it. Bye for now. Kemesiano.